So it actually looks like the iPhone 14 is going to be experiencing kind of an earlier kind of removal than a lot of other iPhones. Now, as we've probably seen before, the iPhone 14 is one of those iPhones that came out a few years ago, back in 2022. And this was definitely a very interesting device when it first came out. It was a bit of an upgrade coming from its predecessor for sure. So I think that was a really nice thing of basically going through, and it wasn't the biggest upgrade of all time, but it definitely was a decent sized one. And then it ended up getting, a little bit of a price drop when the next generation came out. So when the iPhone 15s came out, this one got a little bit of, decrease in price. And then when the iPhone 16s came out, these ones also saw a little bit of a decrease in price. So that's kind of what we'd expect every single time a new generation comes out. You would expect a little bit of a price decrease, which is always a very, very nice thing to have. But it turns out there's a very high chance this iPhone might end up actually getting removed all over the place. Not only will it probably get removed maybe in the next year or so because of, it's just naturally going to get removed, but also because the iPhone SE4 is coming out. But the biggest thing here is that because inside of the EU, basically they can no longer sell iPhones with lightning ports. They have to go through and basically sell iPhones that essentially have USB Type-C. So because of that, not only their iPhone 14s, but their iPhone SE 3rd generations also have to end. They're going to have to go through and stop selling those. Either they stop selling those, or they go through and they basically release a different device that basically does have USB-C. And from what I can see, there is a pretty high likelihood Apple's essentially going to go through. And from what I can see, I think they're probably going to go through and they are essentially going to go ahead and stop selling the iPhone 14 for the time being. And then they're going to go through and sell a different device. From what I can see, they're probably going to go through and replace the iPhone 14 with the iPhone SE3. But I have no idea when they're going to do this. I think there's a high likelihood they might end up doing this at a later point. But from what I can see as of this point, I'm pretty sure they're going to go through and they're going to release the iPhone 14. They're going to drop support of it. They're going to stop selling it. But then they're going to go through and then they might end up going through and dropping the iPhone SE3, sooner rather than later. So we're going to have to wait and see what happens. But from what I can tell, I think that's probably what's going to end up happening. So the iPhone 14 is probably going to end sooner rather than later. I'd love to hear your thoughts about this. Let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.